Our cancer screening guidelines were due for an update after Dr. Ernie Hawk came to MD Anderson as the new division head of the Division of Cancer Prevention and Population Sciences. He had a great deal of interest in us expanding our guidelines past recommendations for average risk individuals to also provide recommendations for individuals that are at increased risk of developing cancer. First off, in addition to adding recommendations for individuals at increased risk, we have also identified not only an age to start cancer screenings, which has commonly been part of guidelines, but also an age that maybe we need to consider stopping cancer screenings. For cervical cancer screening guidelines, we risk stratify based on age. For girls under the age of 21, we provide specific recommendations. Another group would be girls and women aged 21 through 29. The next group is 30 to 65, and then 65 and older. Additionally, women who have had a hysterectomy, if it was not done for cervical cancer or cervical carcinoma in situ, may actually cease doing pap smear screening. But that actually brings up a very important point. Many women talk about going to their doctor annually for their pap smear. It's important for women to realize that although we are commonly recommending less frequent pap smear screenings in these guidelines, and even in some cases, such as women with a hysterectomy, advocating that they may discontinue, it doesn't negate the fact that they still need to have an annual visit with their physician for general health maintenance. It may not be for the pap smear, but there are other activities that they should have looked at.